Welcome in to another episode of M3 Merge Ministry Mostly. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Luke.
And we are back again for another riveting podcast.
What number is this?
I started episode 1 and then I quit counting. So I have no
After
idea.
1?
I made it to like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. But we're back.
We're back,
And
baby.
We did not have any viewer comments this week. I had somebody tell me they were going to. I guess so I always get messed up because we're recording when we record these things.
Yeah.
So we had a discussion at church about the sock, shoe, shoe.
Mm-hmm.
There were probably 5 people at the church that do sock, shoe, sock, shoe.
That is wild behavior.
And one of them is a staff member.
No way.
I bet you can't guess who the staff member is.
I'm going to guess Grant.
Grant was one. I think Grant said he did it sometimes.
Okay.
But the other one should be of no surprise.
Now you set me up.
Oh, come on.
Of no surprise.
No surprise. You look at this guy and you go, you would definitely be a sock, shoe.
Yeah. I'm blanking. Who is it?
BJ.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. When you said staff, I was honestly thinking no adult male would do this. So I'm thinking all the teenagers, but I was wrong.
No,
Him's a grown man.
He's a grown man. And when he puts on socks and shoes, which is impressive in itself, he does it. Sock, shoe. So anyway.
That's wild behavior. I still stand by that.
That is. So Abby said she will do that when she's at the gym and takes a shower because she don't want to stand on the floor in her sock.
Athlete's foot ain't too bad.
So she puts on
You can get over it.
sock, shoe. And so this week we are very soon approaching camp. And hopefully at camp we can do these from camp.
That would be awesome. I think we can do it.
That'd be
Maybe
awesome.
like sit up on the stage and do it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Key word would be. We'll see if we can make it happen.
We'll see.
So we're looking towards camp and getting back to the merge ministry part of the podcast. We have come up with a list of the types of leaders you see at camp.
We also got got in trouble. We don't get in trouble. we were informed that we've gotten away from our merge conversations.
Yes.
And we were like, yeah, well, apparently the people like the ridiculousness that we've been talking about, so that's what we've been sticking with. But somewhat ridiculousness today and still tying it in with camp.
Right.
Back to some camp stuff.
So if you are one of these leaders, and at the end of it, we will discuss what the ideal leader at a camp is. But if you're one of these leaders, you're doing ministry, you love Jesus, so we're not knocking you for that. These are people that we've seen. Everybody has a different style. Everybody has different leaders, different personalities. So if you're one of these people, bless you.
Yeah. Well, and
this is all in good fun.
Kind of like as we've said that, the only people that have wrote in have basically told us we're wrong in our opinions,
Right?
You know what I mean? Everybody's different. We all function differently, which is what makes up the camp experience, Like just because we're gonna make fun of it doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong or
right.
bad
Right.
or even like detrimental to camp. Some of these things we're gonna talk about are necessary things that keep us on track. Like that's why we're gonna say here's the pro of it and here's the con of it, because there's some of these things are helpful to the group. It's just everybody don't want to be that person.
And every group is different. You have different kids, so you have to treat them differently.
Yeah.
Also, I would think there were some things I did early in ministry with our group that I probably would do different now.
Would you climb up the drain spout again?
Oh, 100%.
You go back right back to it.
Yeah, so I would say that last night, yesterday was my birthday. So a couple of weeks ago,
Not yesterday when you're
hearing
watching this,
May
or hearing
14th.
this. Actually, when we're recording, it was yesterday.
So anyway, a couple of weeks ago, or within the past couple of weeks, I was talking to some guys about tasers, and it would be fun to tase people and yada yada yada. Well, my children decided at 8:30 last night they started, scheming and giggling, and they were texting another group of people, and they were like, "We'll be back. You can't go to sleep until we get back." So I was like, what the
Oh
heck?
gosh.
Yeah, and I was like, well, first of all, I'm not staying up too much longer,
Yeah.
so make it quick. So they come in, my three, Lex was at the house, the other three, came in with two guys, and Levi walks in with his phone recording, and they're sitting down, and they all are kind of grinning. And I was like, what are y'all doing? Like, Levi's recording. What are you about to do?
What are you doing?
So they pull out a taser.
Oh gosh.
So we were like, how many volts, watts, whatever
Mhm.
is that? And the guy that bought it said 600,000.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, that's how much it comes out of a socket. And he's works for Alabama Power, and he said something like 120.
Yeah.
And I was like, so that's six. And I didn't believe it. I was like, I gotta look this up because
Yeah.
this can't be right. 600,000.
600,000. That's a lot of volts,
That
baby.
is. So last night, we tased ourselves some. I was a little scared, and I didn't do it a whole lot. But it said if you do it on the palm of your feet or the palm of your hand, it's not supposed to hurt as bad. So that's where I started, with the palm of my hand. And then actually another gentleman there, he started it because I was too scared. But he did it, which he had on sweatpants. So I was like, I don't know if that really counts.
Yeah.
So
Well, we was going on a cruise, and we're riding down there in the church van. There's a lot of us that are going, and so there's a taser in the van.
In the church van?
In the church van. So what we assumed was this was taken up from a student and forgotten about. And so I was asked, how much would it take for me to tase you? And I'm going, my whole life, like, I consider myself to be somewhat manly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when I was playing sports and stuff, like, I played through some pain. Today, I ain't playing through no pain because I ain't got to. I'll take some medicine. But he was like, how much would it take for me to tase you? And I'm like, you're not doing it. It's not happening. Like, I'm with you. Like, I'm scared. I don't want no part of this. Now, I'm sure the taser that they had probably wasn't nowhere near 600,000. It probably wouldn't have been that bad. It was a little bitty pink one. But my point is, I'm out, bro. I'm with you. I don't want no part. I ain't got to prove my manhood to you.
So I did it 3 times. I did it on my hand, I did it on my thigh, and I did it on my butt.
Did it hurt real bad?
The butt probably was the worst.
Really?
It probably felt it the longest. Now, I didn't like
Yeah,
keep going. I
hold
just
Yeah.
popped myself. And
But you wouldn't let nobody else do it.
heck no. That's, Abby was like, let me tase you. And I'm like,
No.
no.
Because you know they're going to hold it for a little bit.
Right. So then it turned into, we have to take this to camp.
I'm in.
And I said, the problem with
for
that
me to tase somebody else
is some junior high kid would get a hold of it
No
and
doubt.
like tase herself and then go tell their parents, and then I'd get in trouble. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
we had a kid in youth ministry that has, his mom is a big part of Merge. He's been around as a camper and then now on staff and stuff, and he, every time we put out like the what to bring list, he always says, you didn't tell us what not to bring, so I can bring weapons and drugs and this, like, joking.
right.
And so if because of that, I started adding to my group like what not to bring, and those things. Just honestly, it's an inside joke with him is really
Right.
all it was. Not expecting kids to bring those things, but thankfully I haven't had to deal with that myself. I'm sure other people have.
Bringing tasers or just
Knives,
stuff they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alcohol, any of those things that you bring as a minor to camp. But anyways, I say that to say if we have that on the list, and then we are the leaders and bring that, that's probably a little bit irresponsible. I'm not saying that so I don't get tased. I'm saying that as a responsible adult.
Well, I will bring it.
I don't want to get tased. I don't want to
bring
get
it.
tased.
We will see. There will be an age limit on who gets to participate.
There you go.
But we will bring it. So
And then
anyway,
we'll put it in a little, one of those little gun safes.
that's right.
Yeah,
That
that way
my
nobody can get to
fingerprints.
it.
That's right. So on to the leaders you see at camp. Like we started to say, if this is you, you do you. It works for your group. It works for you. But these are just types of people, types of leaders that we see at camp. So we'll list them, and then we'll talk about them for a minute. We'll give you a pro and a con. I'll do the first one, then you do, and we'll go back and forth.
Okay.
The first one is my little duckling leader. This is a fun group because you see them coming, and they're all in a single file line. I'm like, you're walking half a mile, and they're all in a single file line everywhere they go. So the pros, you keep everyone together.
They're all
Like,
that is
you
very much true.
are not losing
You
a
ain't
child.
losing that kid.
The cons, everybody don't want to do the same thing.
That is true.
And if you have older kids and younger kids, you're making your fifth graders walk in a line with your third graders, and they probably are not enjoying life sometimes.
True.
Because all the other kids, most of them is just wide open, like take off and go wherever. And not
I
these
can't
leaders.
tell you how many kids we see at camp that they are just wide open, and you see them on the way. We're going to eat, and they should be heading towards eating, and they're walking
And
the
they go
opposite
another way.
direction. And you're like, hey, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to play basketball. Where's your leader? I don't know. What church are you with? And they go, I don't know. I'm like, what in the world?
I'm just here.
The My Little Duckling leader, that don't happen to them.
No, it don't, and it's so funny. Like they're in a line, and it's a beeline, and every time they go places, they'll get everybody together, line up in a line, and then they just stroll out.
That's
So
right.
you keep them together. I will say
We
that.
appreciate that.
You do keep your group together, and you know where they are at all times.
We are not trying to hunt down this kid's leader when you are the
That's
My
right.
Little Duckling leader. That is a fabulous thing. I'll give you that. My first one, I believe you added this, but I was going to put this one on there as well. Is the splat ball gun leader?
Yeah.
If you don't know what the splat ball guns are, it's like a less painful paintball gun.
Airsoft. So
Yeah.
before we get into this, I was looking up this to make sure I spelled it right. If you look on Amazon, it's Splatter, SPLATR ball.
Interesting.
But then, so I don't know the difference.
Maybe it's splatter.
Maybe it's
Maybe
splatter.
it's like a Kleenex and a tissue.
Could
They're
be
all
different.
tissue. I don't know. Maybe they're
Anyway,
two different brands.
Keep
Anyways,
going.
the point is, these guys typically have the splat ball gun, splatter ball gun that shoot the little Orbeez.
Yep,
And as they when you get shot with it, it's not like it's incredibly painful, but when you get what feels like a bee sting out of nowhere, you're like, what was that? You know, you're kind of
Right.
looking around, and then you see some guy hunched behind a tree where he just shot you. So the pro is, man, they know how to fun.
They
Know how
do.
to have fun. They're bringing life and joy into camp.
That's right.
The con is sometimes they take it too far. They might shoot the wrong person.
Yes.
You know, thinking that they're going to enjoy this and have fun, like I do. I've been on the receiving end of this before, and look around. I see who it is. We laugh, cut up. Sometimes it causes me to go over there and talk to them. Sometimes it's like, all right, let me get away from this. But all in all, they know how to have fun. Sometimes it's not their doing of they went too far. Sometimes it's the person that they shot.
Right.
I'm
handle it.
gonna say this probably the worst way possible. Don't know how to have fun. This is probably not the best way for me to describe that. But with that being said, it ain't for everyone, and so you gotta be careful of
You gotta be careful who
splatter
you shoot.
splatter gun
And splatter.
leader.
Yes, but they are. They're fun. You're out and they're shooting people and laughing. But shoot the wrong one, then it's a problem.
It's a whole problem.
You
You
can't
gotta
believe
deal
you
with
did
it.
that, and it
Yeah.
becomes an issue. But yes,
I got shot right in the back of the head with one of those one time. and I turn around, and normally it's they're in like the hiding, like I'm trying not to get caught. Fun.
Right.
He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to shoot you. I was like, oh, you good, man. I mean, it just got a big knot on my head now, but it's fine.
Yeah. So
My
and a
turn.
lot of time they realize if they go too far. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just shoot the wrong person thinking it'd be funny, and the other person didn't think it. So
Yeah, that's true.
So this next one, I originally had the stop sign, but I figured that somebody would get upset about that. So I called this one the crossing guard leader,
Crossing guard.
which is really the stop sign leader, because all you do is tell kids to stop, or you tell them no, or you're like, no, you can't do that.
No fun here.
Don't go there. Come get in the line. Like you're over protect maybe, so they don't, because they are kids, and I get it. There's kids that if you give them a little bit, they're going to take a lot, and
Yeah.
but this person is a overly no person.
So I was adding one, and then I'm going back through the list, and I took it off because you hit it with the crossing guard leader. I had the no fun leader.
Yeah.
And crossing guard is a lot better. It's their goal and their idea is not we're not having any fun. It's we got to follow the rule, follow the schedule,
Right.
we got to do exactly what's
Stay
on the
in
sheet.
order,
Yeah,
right.
and be all together. However,
the con is they are kids. Let them have fun.
gotta let them have fun, man.
So 4
Let 'em
days.
enjoy the camp.
They're away from their parents. Let them stay up late, or let them eat something that they probably couldn't at home. Let them run. Let them go.
So my dad is the pastor at the Way Church where we are here filming, and my brother-in-law, pretty much all my family but me, goes to my dad's church. My side of the family,
kicked you out.
my side of the family, and my wife's side of the family. They lead praise and worship. My brother-in-law plays the drums. My sister-in-law sings. My mother-in-law leads vocals, and my aunt, my mother-in-law's sister plays piano. Like, it's literally everybody.
Everybody.
Uncle runs the sound. They all go here, and as we've started with Merge, we've had more and more of them start to serve with us. The opposite of that crossing guard leader, I don't think we have on here. Maybe we do. Yeah,
Kind of.
The hype man.
Yeah.
That would be him.
Yeah.
Like, he is, when he was a chaperone coming to Merge, finds out the kids that are in his room, and he is getting some from the parents, but after he got the list from the parents, he's like, I'm going to go to these kids individually. He got their favorite snacks, favorite drinks, and he even asked them, not necessarily the drinks your parents buy you, but what's your favorite? So,
Right.
like, he's got Mountain Dew in there. Like, he's got
boy.
stuff that some of the kids will tell him, nah, man. I mean, the parents will be like, nah, my kids can't have this. He's got snacks for days. So the hype man, they bring the energy.
Right.
Like, they are the life of the party, keep the morale high, turns, the regular old simple wreck into the Super Bowl. You
Right.
know, like, this
Oh, yeah.
is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Allows the kids to do some stuff they wouldn't do. That was my point, why I'm
Right.
bringing this one up now. Allow the kids to do some stuff that at camp that they may not get to do at home, and makes it an enjoyable experience. One of the problems with the hype man is they got 2 volumes. It's loud and louder. There's sometimes it's difficult to keep the control.
That's right.
We like to say it's controlled chaos.
Right.
Right? Like, to keep some control in there. But most of the time, it's just chaos, right? They are, but another good thing about the hype man is the kids want to be around them.
Right.
They're the leader
'Cause
they
they-
want to be with,
Right.
because they get to do what they want to
They
do.
get to do what they wanna do. Which is great if you can keep them in control.
Sometimes
And they
it's
know
too much chaos.
It's right. Sometimes you got to bring it in and calm it down a little bit. So
The best hype man that the con would be less here is they know when to utilize their role as
Right.
hype man and know when to kind of pull back and let the other guys lead. I would say Johnny did that. He was very good at that side of it, and be the hype man when it's
Needed.
yeah, and when it's not, when I need to chill out, he would kind of calm down and
Right.
give the authority back to the the other folks. Like, hey, y'all quit coming over here by me.
Don't,
Pay attention.
right. Don't do
Pay
it.
attention here.
Don't do what I was just doing.
Yeah.
Do what they're telling you to do.
Yeah. Pre-service is over. Service is started. Now sit down and shut up.
Right. So the Where's Waldo leader
Oh yeah.
is you're the leader who nobody knows where you are.
That's
you
right.
came to camp for vacation, I guess. Your kids are all over the place, everywhere. The pro to this person is you get to catch up on your rest.
Yeah.
You can go take a nap. And there are some times that as a leader, like, sure, go and relax. But there's some of the leaders that take that a little too far. And they just let them go. And kids are running around. And we're like, where's your leader? And they say, I don't know. I haven't seen them since breakfast. And we're like, we haven't either. So a con to that is their kids and you're responsible for them. But the bigger impact with those kind of leaders is in service.
Yeah.
Like, it is fantastic for the leader to sit with your 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders during a hour-long service to help with crowd control. But they'll be leaders out in the parking lot. They'll
No
be
doubt.
on the phone. They'll sit in the back of the room, and their kids are up every 2 seconds going to the bathroom, and we're like, hey.
The staff is looking around like,
Where?
who's in charge here?
Yes.
And the answer is nobody.
Nobody. They take that whole it's kids camp, let them be kids. It's for them a little too far. You were there for a reason, and it's not just to get rest and to be unseen.
One time at kids camp, this was right, I think before I got to the church that I'm at now, but I knew a lot of the leaders at the church that I'm at now, and so somebody from that church comes up to me and asks, "Do you know where Miss So and So is?" And my response to them was, "Yes, she's out by the pool." And they were like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "I just assumed y'all was down there swimming. Like, didn't y'all not book the pool?" Because this is one of those times where it's like we didn't have the pool reserved for camp.
Yeah.
And there was, other things going on. And we don't know the activities that some of the people book. So this church was booked to do the ropes course or aqua park or something like that at Shaco. And they can't find this leader anywhere. And she's just chilling out by the pool. And there's no kid with her. I'm thinking she's watching chaperoning, watching kids doing what she's supposed to do. So I honestly didn't think nothing of it. Now, Shawty been there since the pool opened. So we go out to color games, and she goes out to the pool, and she's been at the pool since color games. She's been out there for 4 hours with no kids, no nothing. Like, right on, brother. Right on.
I mean, that takes
free vacation.
I guess so. To be the type that goes, hey, I know I'm here and I came with you guys, but I'm going to the pool. Y'all go down there and do some recreation.
This is one of my favorites to see, but I know sometimes it can be maybe frustrating for the church pastor or leader in charge, the Secret Service leader, the one that is they're aware of every possible scenario, anything that could go wrong, they are aware of it. Another pro, they stop problems before they happen. But sometimes you gotta lighten up when we're at camp. You know what I mean? This guy can be very intimidating for the kids. They're on guard with everything that's happening, everything that could go wrong. They're over there like they're working for the FBI. That leader is sometimes a little intimidating, a little scary.
Yes, but
there's fewer of those than some of the others we've talked about. But there's always that one.
There's always that
That's
one.
there. That's-
So there was, speaking of, they think you were in the military. I remember when I was in youth group, and this could be a long story, but I'll keep it short. Basically, we were teenagers, and there was a guy that we wouldn't be quiet when it was time to go to bed and all that. So there was a leader that we didn't really know. Well, the youth pastor told this leader to pretend that you're having like PTSD, like flashbacks from the war.
Oh God.
So this guy's laying down here, and we're laughing and cutting up, and he starts like screaming, like, "Stop! I'm going to kill you!" All this stuff, and we're like, "What the heck?" And he takes off out of the room a couple of times. The youth pastor comes in. He's like, "Dude, he was in the military. Like, he was over like all of this. He's having a problem." So he comes in. Like, one group of kids set up suitcases around because they think he's going to come get them. Well, the dude gets up and like goes towards them, falls over the suitcases. Now everybody's like, it's dark, and this guy's running around. There was a guy laying on the bunk under us. Dude went to repenting. God, I'm sorry for saying those words. God, I'm sorry for looking at that girl today.
He thought he's done.
He thought he was done. So some of the military guys, they a little scary, but you can use that to your advantage.
You can use that to your advantage. Yeah, that's true.
So, but
They get the job done now.
they do get the job
They be
done.
getting the job done.
They're where they see things that other people don't see, and that's needed in terrorist attacks and bombings. Maybe not so much at kids' camp.
Maybe not so much at kids' camp.
The close but not too close is kind of probably what a lot of leaders, I would say, are. Like I tried to tell when I had a group at kids' camp, my leaders to be present. Some people did a great job because you can keep an eye on more kids. So the pro of that is you can keep an eye on multiple kids. Like you can see the pool or you could see the basketball and all that. So you can keep an eye on more, but the problem is they're still kids. They're going to mess up. You're getting older, or maybe I am. Your reflex and your eyesight ain't what it used to be. So just know that if you're close but not too close, you're going to miss something, and you're going to have to answer for a kid doing something dumb. But kind of best of both worlds. You're far enough away that you can watch them. You give them their freedom. But you're going to have stuff that you have to fix because they're going to mess up or do something because you're not right there on top of them.
I was heading down the same path. I was labeling it the not that big of a deal guy.
Yeah.
Like those guys or ladies. I just keep saying guys, but it's a good thing in a lot of ways that things don't bother people. You know, like the kids are going to be kids. They're going to mess up. They're going to be where they ain't supposed to be. They might break something. And, you know, to not have the guy that's, how can you do this?
Right.
But just, you know, allow them to mess up and we just fix it.
Right.
You know, no big deal. That is a good quality to have at camp. But sometimes you completely miss stuff because of that. That reminds me of last night. You know what a Ziggle is? A little kid's toy. It's like a ride-on toy. So you sit on it. It's got handles, and you move.
Yeah, they used to have at the skating rink.
Yeah. So you move it like
Yeah.
that. Well, when my kids got one of those, this is an unnecessarily long story, but that's par for the course with me. When my kids got one, I thought they were so cool, and I was like, I want an adult version. And so my mother-in-law got what the closest thing they had to an adult version was, and it doesn't have the handles, but you still use it's like a little chair. It's got a long pole with where you put your feet,
Right.
and then there's one wheel there, and so you do the same way to kind of move. Well, anyways, my kids have recently started riding on that, and Macon comes down my driveway, which is a hill. It
Right.
ain't super steep, but it's pretty
Right.
steep. He comes down the hill. And he comes inside where I'm sitting on the couch, and he's like, that look in his face, like I've screwed up, you know. And he's like, Dad, I was going down the hill, and I was going too fast, and I was trying to turn, and I couldn't turn, and I'm like, what, man? He's like, I hit your tire, and I'm like, Joa's car was not
your
in the
tire.
garage. I'm thinking he smacked into
it.
Joa's car,
Right.
put a dent in it, kind of like I did to yours
Yes,
several
you
years
did.
ago.
Yes.
And that not. kids make mistakes. Like I would have been more upset if he hit Joa's car. It's brand new. It's whatever. But he said he hit my tire, and I'm like, "Well, did you pop it?" And he's like, "I don't know." And I'm like, "Well, then probably not." You know. And I'm like, "Did you tear it up?" And he's like, "The sickle?" And I'm like, "Sure, I don't know." Like,
anything
whatever. And he's like, "There's a black mark on it," and I'm like, "You know that thing's got a brake on it, right?" He was like, "No, where's the brake?"
Yeah, that tire.
Like, sometimes, kids screw up, and thankfully he came to tell on himself and whatever. But things ain't always that big of a deal. That's my point. Like,
That's true.
Sometimes they mess up. Their intentions was not to screw it up, tear stuff up. They make mistakes, and so we need some of these leaders.
We need some of them.
Say, hey, let's relax. It's all right.
Now, some of them will say one that I don't say we don't need, because there is even a pro to this, the Eeyore leader.
Oh, yeah.
Which I had to look up how to spell Eeyore.
When I looked at this, I was like, man, that ain't how you spell Eeyore. E-O-R-E. That's how you spell Eeyore.
That's how I tried. And then I had to look it up.
E-E-Y-O-R-E, in case you were wondering. It's Eeyore.
Eeyore, yeah. That I still don't even think that's right, but it said it on the internet. So the pro to this leader is you made it possible for your group to come to camp because they needed a leader. They probably stood up in the church and said, hey, we need somebody to go. Without you, your group probably couldn't come.
Yeah.
So we appreciate you being there. The con to this is everyone at camp can tell you don't want
to be there.
Like you sit over in the shade at rec and you just have this look on your face like, how much longer?
I hate this.
in service. You're trying to find the furthest place to go because it's too loud and the kids are talking and not like. So we are glad that you're there because the kids probably wouldn't be there without you, but everybody can tell.
Relax.
Everybody
Relax,
knows.
sister.
Like, just enjoy it. Like,
relax.
Find the spiritual part of like you're impacting the life of a child. They could get saved because of what you're doing. So just smile. Like just look like you want to be there. We know you don't. We see that, but just enjoy it. Maybe we could get little stickers and we can pass out stickers this year at camp for these different leaders.
You're being Eeyore. Stop it. Which brings me to my next point. The young at heart leader, baby, but you old. You young at heart, but you old. Again, you may not allow the possibility of kids to make it to camp if you don't show up. And we appreciate you. But there's just some things that you should probably stop doing.
Well, but
you know what I mean? There's some things at camp that you should be the guy or lady sitting on the side with a smile on your face, watching what they're doing, and maybe not participate in everything.
These people, this type of leader, I think they still got a little bit of kid. Like they come because maybe they didn't get to do kids camp. So they want to experience the way a kid experiences camp.
So it's like the best version of like dads living through their sons and like sports.
I guess
it's like the best version of it. Like they are living their best life at camp because they didn't experience when they were a kid.
I keep mentally picturing the guy, this type of leader.
I was scared to say what you have written down. To be honest with you.
He got his goggles on.
In the pool.
Got sunscreen on his nose. It's all white. Might even have on like a swim cap.
Yeah.
And just out there just getting it during free time.
So the good thing is they blend in, They are right there with the kids. And not just blend in with the kids, but they're there for the kids. Like they're a part.
They're a part.
They know where the kids are at.
Yes.
But might be enjoying it more than the kids are.
They may.
The problem is you blend in with your kids. And we don't know if you're a kid or an adult or a chaperone.
Yeah.
My man with the goggles on was trippy to me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was funny.
It was,
hey, you may have contacts. You may need to wear goggles to go swimming. It's just funny that it was funny. So,
that was probably more of us being more of a hater than we should be.
I mean, yeah. Maybe. So I
We'll
have
just leave it at that.
the rubber band leader, which also could
Rubber
go for
band
the
man.
uptight. You're on top of everything. Would be the pro, because like you have to like make sure everything stays in order, and
Yeah.
like, but you're also wound up a little too tight. Like it's okay again to let a kid drink a Coke for the week, or to run from one place to the other. Like, let them be excited. So you kind of got to unwind a little bit.
A little bit. So my group, they don't have me at camp. I'm running camp, so I'm
Right.
not with my kids 24/7. You know, I try to do the best I can with checking in and still being a part, but I'm helping. I'm on staff. I'm running
Right.
camp. So there was this young lady that I don't think I have a rubber band leader.
Yeah.
None of my leaders are like over the top. And last year, I had the conversation with a couple of them. It's like, there's some things we should be a little bit more on top of. I had a little girl, first year at camp. She's got one of those water bottles. It's like, you know, the big one,
Right.
stainless steel on the
Mhm.
inside. And she is killing some water. Like, everybody is like, she's always got this thing with her. She's killing it. And she is leaving Rick, and she's like, my stomach is hurting really bad. Like, she's says she's dizzy and feels like she's going to pass out. And they're like, oh no, you know, go check her out with a nurse. And first thing they ask is, how much water have you had today? Well, the leader steps in and says, oh, she's probably drank 2 or 3 of these. And the kid responds, I haven't had any water. And they're looking at her. The lady is looking at her. Says, "I've watched you drink this." She's like, "What's inside it?" And she's like, "Coke."
Gotcha.
It's like, maybe we should be a little more aware of the water consumption. We got some water in there. In her, she got hydrated. She was fine. So there is some pros to the rubber band leader.
Yes.
However, the cons sometimes outweigh the pro in that,
Right.
you know. Have fun. Relax.
Have fun.
We're
Yes,
at camp.
Relax.
We are indeed at camp. This one, again, trying to say it the nicest way possible. The one more thing guy. You know, a lot of times the leader will look around to the other leaders and they aren't really genuinely asking, does anybody else have anything? And like, they're asking the question to move on.
Right.
Like, it's the transition point.
Right.
And so let's pray and let's get out of here and move on to the next thing. But the one more thing leader is I gotta add something else to the point. Right. So they do add 2 small groups. They reiterate the point. It is sometimes beneficial.
Right.
And I got one more thing. The problem is that everything is 20 minutes longer than it needs to be.
Right.
Anybody else got anything? Yeah, one thing. And, oh, no. And this ain't just a camp thing. This is in coaching. Like,
That's right.
you see this in coaching a lot. Like, the head coach is done. He's land blasted the team, and he's like, this is what we need to work on. This is where we're headed. Any coaches, y'all got anything? Yeah, coach, I got one more thing. It's like, no, stop it. We're
You
done.
got that feeling like they feel like they have to say something. Right?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No, just they covered every
Everything.
single thing that needed to
Right.
be covered. Let's move on from here.
We did that with travel ball. We had a head coach, and I was helping coach, and he would talk, and you could see the kids like start tuning out and not paying attention because he goes for like shutting off the lights and he's still talking.
My son played for that.
And then he looks at me and goes, "You got anything?" And I go, "Nope." I'm ready to go too. So
I learned with him, I would just start. Like, but no offense to him, like I'm short with what I got to say, and if I have something to say, I'm the assistant coach. I'm probably saying something negative about what y'all didn't do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just jump in, I start. This is where it is, and then I let him do his thing afterwards. Because he was very good at correcting the thing or saying, hey, we didn't do well at this, but then building them up before we left. And sometimes, for whatever reason, in football last year when I was coaching with him, I didn't know there was nothing to build up. Like
they're all negative.
If there was something to be said, it was negative.
Yeah. So one more thing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just read. We'll back and forth. There's like 4 of these left because we want to get to the ideal leader as we get ready to wrap up, and we're getting towards the end of this. So. We'll just kind of roll through these, make a comment or two. The big spender. You buy candy for all of your kids, or you start a tab, or they have a tab, and you just come up and you just pay for everything. Or you're the guy that the kids are sitting there trying to decide, and you're like, just get it all, and I'll pay for it. So great for your kids. The con is you make the rest of the leaders look bad.
You make everybody else look bad.
The other kids are going, you gonna buy me something?
It ain't just other leaders. It makes some of the other parents look bad. Like, my son comes up with a daggum walking stick, and I'm like, where did you get that? And he's like, Mr. So-and-so bought it for me. And I'm like,
a walking stick.
I didn't give you money for no walking stick.
Right. Yep. Big spender.
Another one is the sensitive ears. They hear everything that's going on. That's a pro. They know what's happening. The con is the music's always too loud. Drums are too much.
Always.
It's not, we got to sit in the back. We need earphones or whatever, headphones.
Well, the good thing is if they are that type of leader and they realize it, that they try to sit in the back. But what gets me is those type of leaders that say it's always too loud.
And they're sitting in the front. Yeah.
Right in front of the subs. They're like, oh, it's too loud.
Look, I understand people have sensitivity and like hearing sensitivity, whatever. And if you know that, like help me out.
Right.
By you sit in the back. And if you need earplugs or whatever, like you come prepared for that. Don't be mad at me. It's kids camp. You know it's gonna be loud.
It's gonna be loud, right? The next leader's ready for the apocalypse leader. You have everything covered from a paper cut to Armageddon. You have a bag.
Ready for the apocalypse leader is not going to the camp nurse. They don't need the medic.
They don't need the
nurse. I
nurse.
got it.
They got it. Anything that happens, bottle of water, anything you need. The cons, you have a tendency to overreact to everything. Most of the time, the kid is tired or needs to be told, suck it up and get on with it.
That's right. We don't need the medicine or whatever. Yeah, I'm with you. Which is similar to the camp mom leader. How much water have you had today? Right. Which, again, there's pros to this.
There is.
You keep everybody alive. We're well prepared. We got snacks, sunscreen, water, medicine, everything that we need. Not quite to the extent of the apocalypse leader.
Right. They're just the mom.
But they're the mom. Everybody's covered. Everybody's got what they need. The problem is worrying 24/7. 24/7. We're worried about the cut, the scrape, the ant bite,
the water, the sunscreen.
The water,
and it's on and on. So
because I can guarantee you this, at camp, until the thing is over, the activity is over, the kids don't care about none of that. Like,
they don't.
Once they're sunburned, then they might be like, "Hey, I'm sunburned." But
we had one of those
on the front end. It's like, who cares?
So the ideal leader. If I had to sum up what the ideal leader is, this is, and we'll kind of probably add to takeaway. One that is there for the kids, participates in recreation and color games, leads in worship, keeps structure with your group in service, and also out on the rec field, says yes whenever possible, and offers to help and will help if needed. So like when we're cleaning up and we have like a ton of stuff out and a leader comes and says, hey, can we give you a hand? We're not going to say yes.
We're not saying yes.
We're not saying yes. We got people to do that. But the fact that you offered to help, fantastic. Like that speaks about you, makes us feel like, hey, they're willing, they're here for the right reason. But that's also the thing. Like if you're willing to help out and to give of your time on top of being there with the kids, like it just shows that you're kind of in the right spot. So,
yeah.
But a leader is going for the kids. When I was the children's pastor and we took a group, like I loved playing the rec games, getting out there with them, doing those things. I think that's where you build relationships.
No doubt.
Kids get to see you and get to know you and have fun. Because you do have to be structured sometimes. You do have to tell them when to calm down. But when when you can play, get out there and enjoy it with them.
Yeah. One of the things as we're closing, thinking of all the
one more guy.
As I'm thinking about all these things that we've listed, like there is a role at some point for a lot of these people.
Right.
When it's time to get back up to the room, it's lights out. The My Little Duckling leader is on point and
Right.
very helpful. You know,
Yeah.
we need that. And you know, there's we listed the pros of these things for a reason.
Right.
Like there is a time for all of this, but the heart of the ideal leader is kind of the pro of all of these, and leave the cons out. Like let's at the time we need the Secret Service leader.
Right.
Let's
be
be that. At the time that we need to be the hype man, let's be that.
Right.
Like show up for Rick and enjoy it, and you know, it's hot at camp and it's easy for people to start complaining, but have your water.
Right.
Be the mom, have the water, and you know, all of those things that go into it. That ideal leader is a yes man. Like let's
Right.
do it. Let's be a part. And there is a lot of growth and bonding, I guess, really that goes into camp,
Right.
from camp, that is built there. But it doesn't just happen. It's got to be purpose.
Right. And what we have seen and heard, for a leader that comes
This Bible says something about seen and heard.
with the right motives, with the right heart, with the, hey, I'm going to make this the best for these kids. I'm going to lead in worship. I'm going to see what God also has for me.
Yeah.
Like, there are adults that enjoy kids camp as much or more than the kids, not just because it's fun or they get to do some of the stuff, but like God speaks to them and changes them
No doubt.
the same that he does with the kids. So.
We have conversations every single year. Like, you know, the leaders that I know that they come up to me and it's like, man, when Daniel said this, I never thought of it like that. And yes, we're structuring it for kids, but when you begin to, the Holy Spirit begins to move,
Right.
it reaches anyone.
That's right.
And your heart is what is necessary to be prepared.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what matters.
Yep. So that is the ideal leader. If you can think of a leader that we missed, please send
I'm
us an
sure
email.
there's some more out there.
See what you can come up with. mergeministries12@gmail.com, or comment in the platforms that you're listening to, and we'll check them and see what you have. But that is the leaders we see at camp. If that is you, if you're any of those, thank you for being that leader. Thank you for showing up. But try to be the ideal leader this year.
Be the ideal
Be
leader.
the ideal. Just kind of relax a little bit and have fun. So that's all we got for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back again next week, and then we're rolling into summer, which we're still going to record, but it could get a little crazy with camps and
Yes, it
vacations
can.
and VBS and everything else we got going. So thank y'all for joining us, and we will catch you next week.
See you. Bye.